Goan fish curry. Goan, a dish older than the empire that tried to claim it. From the Konkan coast, Konkan, where the Arabian Sea meets the palms, and where every Goan home has known for 1,000 years the same quiet supper: fish, rice, and a curry the color of sunset. They call it Siti Kodi, Ziti Kodi, fish curry rice. Not a feast, not a festival dish, the everyday meal of the coast, eaten at noon with the hands. Reach for a jar of old curry powder, and the sauce forgets the sea it came from. But grind the coconut fresh, and pull the sourness from a dried purple fruit, and the dish remembers. Tonight, we let it remember. 2 servings, 15 minutes to prepare, 15 over the flame. A pound of fish fillet, 1 cup of grated coconut, a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil, 2 green chilies, 6 whole dried red chilies, a teaspoon of coriander seed, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and 4 pieces of kokum, Kokum, the dried purple fruit of the coast. Begin at the grinding stone. The grated coconut first, then the dried red chilies, the coriander seed, and the turmeric. A little water, half a cup, no more, and grind. Grind until it is no longer a paste, but a smooth and bright thing, the color of a marigold. The old cooks say the whole dish lives or dies here, so do not hurry. Now the oil. Coconut oil, and only coconut oil, for nothing else carries the sweetness of this coast. Let it warm in a deep pot. Slit the 2 green chilies and let them slip in. And then the paste, all of it, the bright orange wash of coconut and spice, poured slow into the waiting oil. Keep the flame low, stir, and wait. 3 minutes, maybe 4. The raw smell of the coconut will fade, and something rounder will rise in its place. Watch the edges of the pot. When tiny beads of oil begin to gather there, bright and clear, the masala has woken. Not by the clock, but by the oil, telling you it is ready. Now the water. 1 cup, swirled in to loosen the paste, and then the kokum, 4 pieces of it, dark and leathery, dropped into the simmer. Watch what they do. Slowly, the fruit gives up its sourness and stains the curry a deeper red. 5 minutes of the gentlest bubble. This is the soul of the dish, the sour and the slow. At last, the fish. Lay each piece into the curry and let it settle beneath the surface. No stirring now, only a tilt of the pot and a spoon of sauce drawn over the top. 6 minutes and no more. The fish must stay whole, tender enough to flake at the touch of a fork, but never falling apart. A pinch of salt, and it is done. The curry is the color of clay and fire now, thick with ground coconut, bright with kokum. There is no cream here, no butter, nothing to hide behind. Only fish and coconut and the sour purple fruit that has soured the curries of this coast longer than anyone can remember. History and cultural origins. Long before any ship dropped anchor here, the people of the Konkan coast already had their supper. Fish from the morning's catch, rice from the paddies, coconut from the palms overhead, and to make it sing, a souring fruit they had always known. This is a dish that was old before it was ever written down. The sourness comes from kokum, Garcinia indica. Garcinia indica, a cousin of the mangosteen that grows wild in the forests of the Western Ghats. Its purple skin is dried in the sun until it turns near black and folded into curries to cool the body in the coastal heat. Tamarind can stand in for it, but the grandmothers of Goa will tell you only kokum keeps the curry this bright. Then came the ships. In the 16th century, the Portuguese sailed into Goa and stayed for 450 years. They brought new things to the pot, and one above all, the chili. Before those sails appeared on the horizon, there were no red chilies in this curry at all. The heat came from pepper and from ginger. The chili was a stranger who never left. And still, after all of it, the dish stayed humble. In Goa, this is not banquet food. It is shiti kodi, the curry and rice that every household eats, Hindu and Catholic alike, at the long, warm middle of the day. The Hindu kitchens leave out the onion and the garlic and lean harder on the coconut and the kokum. But the heart is the same in every home. Ladle it over a mound of red parboiled rice, the way the coast has always eaten it. Let the sour curry sink into the grains. Eat with your hand, slowly, by the light off the sea. Goan fish curry is the rarest kind of recipe, one that outlasted an empire and never once tried to be grand. It survives because it asked for so little: a fish, a coconut, a handful of purple fruit, and a cook with the patience to grind. And the table, at last, is set.